Twitch. I'm going to be recording some chess. I have not had the best of luck earlier. So, yeah, that was the last game I played. But we're going to be trying to get some rating points back. Also, I'm trying to be productive and get some content here for you all. Let me get the music playing, because this is what I like to do whenever we're streaming chess. If possible, we want to play a Roy Lopez. Okay, he goes for a Petrov. I guess we'll play into mainline stuff. Okay, he wants to do a Stafford, which is just an objectively bad opening. Now, I think my preparation is this move, followed by this move. Yes. And then there's some ideas like this. Wait, but not in this position, right? Because in this position, I just take. What am I missing? Okay. Huh. So he's threatening checkmate, and he's threatening to win back the piece. Man, this shows you how little I know about the Stafford. But I'm like, let's go here and just trade off, and then we're peachy. Like, I go here, I go here. If he trades, then it's great for me. I probably shouldn't have taken the piece. I think I have to play... I have to stop the bishop being so powerful before I do that. But wait, so if I played... Okay, let's just go here. If I played the other order, would that have been winning? I'm unsure. But I'm still up a pawn. Okay, and he goes into this endgame where I'm just up a pawn. I don't see the problem. I mean, sure, my pawns are doubled, and I don't have the bishop pair, but I mean, are you really gonna sit here and tell me this is all that playable? Castling long, too. This guy's really bold. I'll give him that. I'm just gonna push calmly. And this is gonna be an example of my opponent just playing a bad opening. Letting me win the game pretty easily. I still should be careful. I could go up, maybe try to do this, which I kind of really like, as it seems like a very restrained approach. My opponent having the bishop pair sort of has me nervous. Trying to think. Ah! I didn't mean to play it. I just wanted to do an arrow. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna go here. If he goes back to here, I just push. Well, I don't necessarily have to push. But I mean, it seems just too solid not to do. I want to go here. I want to meet this check with just sliding over, and I'm just going to keep on pushing the pawns if he tries that check. Also, I have one connect 4, which is the greatest achievement of my life. Okay, so he tries to undermine my center that way. I've stopped this file from really being usable for the time being, unless he wants to challenge my bishop. Okay, he's attacking it twice, it's defended once. I'm gonna go here. I'm going to threaten to make my protected pass pawn even stronger. He's going to do this check at some point just because he doesn't have any patience. Like, that's pretty much guaranteed. But once my rooks are connected, you know, whites up the pawn and also up the compensation for said pawn, so... And now this could also be a target. I mean, this position is looking beautiful for me. That being said, did I throw it all away? It's hard to say. I underestimated the strength of this move. Because I can't push up is the problem. Okay, going there is a blunder. I think I just go here. Play it very calmly. If I have to give up the pawn, you know, that's okay. So takes is not playable. I like going up and getting myself checkmated. No. I'm not getting checkmated. Or if I am, I'm blissfully unaware. He thought I was gonna take, and then he was gonna get this move, and then just very easily win the game. Okay, let's just check him very simply. We could try to be tricky. I think I just want to attack. Yeah, attacking seems very sensible. I pressured this. This is not a skewer thanks to my bishop and my king. And where's he gonna go? If he goes here, then his bishop looks dumb as heck. And also I have ideas to go here, drop back here. It's gonna be a very pleasant position. Because I'm gonna double up on the bubble up. I'm gonna threaten to go here. He'll not be able at all to fight my my control of the C file, which I think is very important, as the C file is probably his biggest strategical weakness for now. I didn't consider this move. Though now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, well, this seems like a move that ought to have been considered. It seems pretty strong on the surface. But surface value isn't everything, you know? Here, the problem is I'm allowing him to get in here. Though I'm like, if we change the move order to here, I'm like, that looks pretty strong. This move forces the rook to move somewhere. Wait, but what if I just simply drop back? Yeah, I think that's the play here. I'm just gonna drop back very calmly. And I'm going to focus on winning this pawn back. Here. Let me think about this. He's attacking the rook, which is very unfortunate, as I think I'm losing this rook. Oh no, I might be drawing. Hi, I'm drawing. Okay, I can't save that rook. There's nothing I can really do about that. Man, I went from completely winning, you know, just being able to trash talk, to just being in this worse position. And I kind of want to just cry myself to sleep now. But the crazy thing is, we're going to go from, like, losing to winning and still win somehow. Like, we're not going to believe it. But it's in the script. Like, I'm not making this stuff up. It's in the script. Okay. I'm going to go here. Because if he just keeps this strut around, I'm just going to close it up and be like, haha, you could have won the game, but now you can't. I freaking hate Gambit players, because to be a Gambit player, Remind has to be so devilishly tricky. Okay. Then again, that move is just super dumb. That is like one of the dumbest moves I have ever seen. Like, no cap. I'm being completely real with you. I have no idea what that move does. And also, for the time being, his bishop is trapped, so we do have compensation for the piece. I know he was the one playing the gambit. I was making fun of him for playing the gambit. But I've lost the rook, but, like, you can't tell me this bishop is actually worth anything. Gonna check. Huh, what do we do here? I'm sensing this being a problem, but I'm like, okay, but where would you like me to move it, sir? I'm gonna try something sneaky here. I know it's not just being a damn fool. I feel like there's some winning tactic for him where he takes, like, either the knight or bishop, but I feel like it's also so dangerous that it's like, why would I ever do that? Are you crazy? Good sir. Okay, check. He's playing a dangerous game walking his king forward. Like this. But now he's no longer gonna have the option to move his king forward. And it's gonna be crazy, my dog. I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna checkmate him. But yeah, this definitely was not a game played that well by me. If I'm being entirely up front with you, I play this game horribly. And that is a really good move. That's a stupidly clever move. Oh my god. Wait, this is a check. This is a check. Okay, that's huge. Noticing that very small difference might win me the game. No cap. Like, that seriously might win me the game. We're going all in. I'm freaking going all in, my dude. All or nothing. I think I'm actually faster, believe it or not. I know it says we're -2, there's no way we're gonna do this. You're about to justify someone using the stupid Stafford Gambit. Well, listen, I'm not. You ain't gonna believe your eyes whenever I'm done with this dang fool. We're gonna be like, no, that's impossible, my dude. If you know what's gonna kill him? This bishop being so inactive. Just you wait. I'm not kidding. I'm winning this game. And you thought I couldn't. No, sir. Blunder? No. Tactical sacrifice. Wait, no, he can go that way. But now he has to go back. And now we just bask and tell him GG. You thought you gambited. But I did. Oh, that makes me feel good. Yes. Oh, okay. Yes, you did forget about the coming check. Look at that. Chess God, Gamer God. Thank you, Villerpy. I don't know when this was, but let me see. How long have you been here? 10 messages. Oh, yes, you were here one of the last times we played. I remember you. Okay. Yes, we're a chess gamer god. Okay. Yeah, okay. He's talking nonsense in the chat. I'm not even gonna the guy made me mad, so I'm not checking. Because instead of just being like, congrats, he's like, yeah, you know, like, you got lucky, I mean, I blunder at end, you know, you didn't have this mate in your mind for like 20 moves, no, it was random chance, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, respectfully. You know, just respectfully, shut the fuck up. Okay. So we're playing the Caro-Kann because my Scandinavian has been getting crushed and I've fallen for the same traps like a couple times in a row. So I don't trust myself with Scandi now. I say as like whenever I stop streaming, I'm probably going to be playing more chess. I'm probably going to be falling for the same traps because we're playing the Scandi. Okay, this guy isn't aware that once you make a move, you have to play on. Otherwise, it won't be game abandonment, you know? Oh, okay. He does know that it's his turn. You know, I watch these over-the-board people play chess, and I see how they move their pieces so gracefully, like a swan dancing in the water under the moonlight. And I'm just like, I wonder if people see some of the stuff I do playing online and are like, that's very professional. Probably not. I mean, I was like 1800 for a week and then I lost it, so. Still, if a person asks me what my strength is, I'll be like, you know, my highest rating is 1800, chess.com. Not lead chess, no. Okay. Main thing we have to worry about here is h4. Thankfully, our opponent doesn't like playing the critical lines, so we're going to be fine for the most part. What we would love is like something like this, because this is not something to be afraid of. You just attack this pawn. What else? We're gonna be the Caro-Kann really is about this pawn break, c5, and you want to play it as soon as possible, usually. Okay. So now that we have pushed our pawn here, we're going to have a very comfortable sort of position where we pressure this. We might want to do h6. The only disadvantage with the Caro-Kann is it sometimes takes a little longer to get your king castled as you develop the queen side a bit more before you develop everything on the king side. But in an ideal world, our bishop's going to come to h7. We're going to find a way to route our other knight to where our bishop currently stands. It sort of looks like a London bishop. And I mean, we're going to put our queen on b6, pressure that. We're going to have 3 attackers. And very often, people at this level, myself included, whenever there's a lot of pawn pressure, we end up collapsing somewhere along the way. Also, this person is playing against my instincts, which, you know, my instincts, whenever my opponent decides to make Mitch McConnell voting on Democratic, legislation look fast, like they're being a turtle. They're being like a real turtle. And there's a delicate balance. If you just try to flag your opponent, you are going to lose the game. Because you should use that extra time that you have to win, not just on the clock, but also over the board. Like it says that, we're approaching the 4-minute mark of this time usage. I should be thinking, okay, what's my opponent going next? Rook e1, that doesn't really scare me. Knight here also doesn't really scare me. Pawn here, then I have to think and calculate. I don't know what to do here. I suspect that maybe just doing a counter punch and just taking might be fine. I don't think we'd want to take ourselves. I don't think that we'd have to really worry about it. Okay, so I see this move and I'm like, okay, that sort of pressures this, but my overall plan isn't changed. I sort of like the idea of playing in a way where we're going to disregard this bishop. Also, I think this is going to make him think longer. Okay, he takes immediately, which I would not consider the most accurate or critical line, because him taking immediately, well, I might not so easily be able to pressure this. Now queen b6 comes with a threat. Let's see here. Okay, he attacks this. This isn't something I really need to worry about. I'm going to create a threat of my own, which is very simply to go here. He sees it, he stops it. Very respectable of my opponent to just so quickly figure out the danger. But I'm gonna go here now. We will voluntarily double our own pawns. Okay, so that doesn't bother me in the slightest. Because they're likely to be undoubled. That's a move I forgot about, which is a bit unfortunate, as I think this is throwing away my good position a little, but that's fine. I'm just going to attack here. Okay. He goes here, stops that threat, but now I feel like we don't even castle in this position, honestly. I want to go here, just laser beam this. And that's a pretty sharp move of my opponent, I think. That's pretty good. Because actually he's almost making it so I have to take on his terms. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. No, he's not making it so I have to take on his terms. I'm just going to calmly go back. He might have overlooked that that's defended. No, okay. Bit wishful thinking to think that he overlooked that, but you never know, honestly. Huh. How do I want to approach this? Yes, my king's a little unsafe here. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I feel like I should be very comfortable, but I'm cowering a little. I'm just gonna queenside castle. Disrespectful pre-move. Let me see here. Okay, so he's just gonna do this, but now I'm gonna pile up the pressure. So now I'm pressuring this, but really my big threat is just doubling up. I don't know though, something about this is screaming my position's a little bit sketch. Just a little bit. Taking this seems like a no-brainer. Because I very quickly can change my attention and hang a pawn. So let's be mindful of that. Let's just move here, attack this pawn. Okay, now I'm gonna go here. Okay, he's playing a dangerous game pushing all these pawns. Okay, I'm very calmly just gonna go here. I don't think my opponent saw that, honestly. Something just tells me they overlooked this move because it's very strong and it's turning a mate in 2 if he tries to waste time winning a pawn. Okay, let's see if you... Okay, Valupi seems to not be still in the chat, but hey, that's okay. Remiss, buddy. So how is my opponent going to defend? Defending that square is not so easy. I hate to break it to you. Okay, he decides to just completely ignore everything. Okay, if I go over here, then he gets to trade, and then maybe that's not so good. So let's tempt him with the queen. You know, we'll make him think he can attack the queen, which he immediately falls for. Okay, we're just gonna wait for our opponent to resign. I'm just gonna chat with you all while our opponent just tries to solve this mate in 1. Okay, actually, no, they figured it out very quickly. Okay, GG. Okay. Yes, and that's the benefit of being used to just nagging pressure. You know how to do it back to your opponents, the weaker ones who don't spend all their time playing chess all the time. Okay, let's see here. We'll do another Caro-Kann. I didn't really want to be black, but you know, sometimes you're just born that way, and it's not the best, but it is what it is. Okay. Gonna go here. Just have to be watchful of h4. If h4, you always... Okay. I think he's playing the short variation, which is fine. We're gonna do what we did last time, pretty much. Hopefully to just as good of a success. Okay, this is already showing a lack of understanding of the position. Because I'm just gonna take like this. He goes there. And, I mean, that light square bishop is so powerful, whereas my bishop likely would end up being a little bit awkward. So we're going to go here and try to just quickly go here. Our opponent can take if he wants to face a similar fate to the person before us. I mean, before we fought him. Sometimes he'll take... I think the more experienced players know that it's better to just keep their bishop around. Okay, so he goes there. That doesn't really affect us at all. We're just going to go here. He might take now. I don't think he knows that in the Caro-Kann, it's very common for her queen to want to go here. So whenever you move her bishop there, we're not really inconveniencing me, because my queen's just waiting for her bishop to move to go to b6 anyway, so that I put a threat on her b2 pawn. It's not necessarily like all that groundbreaking. If you take, I mean, you could argue double H pawns, but at the same time, I'm going to be arguing, hey, I might have double H pawns, we're right. However, I have a lot of heart. Okay, I didn't consider that move, which is probably bad of me. Should have considered that. Let's see, how do I want to approach this? I could go here. Because he's not really threatening this. Then he's likely to go here. If not, I just pick up the knight. What else could he do? He could offer a queen trade. But then this becomes a little loose. Yeah, I think I didn't consider that move because it was bad, and I tried to think my opponent's going to do something a little smart. But yeah, okay, so the situation over here, he moves this knight to the rim, he's going to push this pawn. I'm going to argue that that's a weakness, that's going to be a big thing in the game. This diagonal opening up, especially if he trades his bishop, that's a lot of dark square weaknesses that are created on the queen side. And let's see here. If he moves back, then honestly he hasn't really done anything, and it's going to be even worse whenever I go here, because then we're just not going to be able to defend it. Okay. So he does go there. Okay, so let's okay, 1, 2, 3 versus 2. But that's not the full story. He does have the idea of doing this maybe at the end of the sequence. Or maybe in the middle of the sequence, just removing my queen from the count. So I'm just going to... I'm going to move my knight here. I could try to take immediately, but I don't think that's the most accurate move in light of c6 potentiality. We don't want to be too greedy. Okay. So how are we dealing with this? We can't go back. Well, first, this is where we check our opponent's rating. Okay. We could go here. If takes, we take. If takes, not possible. Okay, so let's danger level our opponent. Wait, let's do this. Here, 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 here. Okay. So that should be completely fine. Maybe this isn't best. Maybe I should have been focusing on the d4 square immediately and just done the capture sequence. We don't really want to draw because I do want to get my rating back up. I mean, we're back in the 1600s, which, you know, we're aiming to be in the 21st century, so... So we can't be doing that. Uh-huh. So he decides to do a Desperado. These are always fun. Okay, I'm gonna... This knight doesn't have the best future at the moment. But also this bishop is terrible. Huh. We'll take the knight. I want to double his pawns. So what Desperados are in chess is, it's like, if my queen is hanging and your queen is hanging, then my queen can really take whatever it wants, within reason. So probably his best move is he takes my pawn with his queen, I take with my king, then he takes my queen with his pawn. He has double H pawns, but hey, my B pawn might be a little awkward in the future. If you know, it's still a game. It's still very much a game. Okay, he decides he doesn't want a queen trade, and we just we decided to trade miter pieces in a fun, interesting way, which is always a little exciting. Okay. Let's see, what are we doing here? Okay, this is under fire. We could protect it like this. It's a bit of a lame way to do things. But you know what? I think I'm just going to... I don't want to risk it. We've had our little bit of excitement. Now we calm down. We bring our pieces back. We protect our king. And we try to get a good position here. Unfortunately, he's going to get a little bit of activity that I didn't really want him to get. He could claim that maybe that pawn structure is better for him. I don't know. But now we're going to bring our pieces back. We're going to probably put our knight back there. We just got to defend against the classic Scholar's Mate stuff. Bit strange to say that. We're going to very calmly push our pawn just one square forward, get it out of danger. Pretty soon we're going to we didn't really have to do that. I'm just being cautious, I guess. Our knight was defending that. I didn't need to move that. But also, I wanted to move my knight back to c6 at some point. So, you know... might be a necessary move. We're also the more pawns on dark squares, while you could say those are targets for his bishop, they also help control the space, which is an important factor. But what we're looking at in our upcoming future is we want to move the pawn to h6, chase this knight away, move our bishop out probably to like e7, then we castle. However, we gotta be very careful because we don't want tricks like this emerging where, you know, Harry the h pawn becomes the liability. So there's a lot to take in. Also, this is, we might not need to castle our king. That's another prospect. Maybe it's a better plan to just try to slide this rook over quickly, start pressuring the c pawn, as right now it's a backwards pawn. There's never going to be a pawn to defend that pawn. Now, that being said, it's not weak. Okay, so he just voluntarily retreats his piece. But so I think that because he's retreating, we should be on the offensive. So I'm going to move here, attack this pawn. He pushes it up one square, which is very nice. The thing with that is, now that he's pushed it up one square, you see his bishop has a lot less scope than it did before. Like a second ago, his bishop had a lot of prospects. It could go any way this way, and it could also go any way this way, and that was a little scary. But now that's never really gonna happen. So, okay, so now he's trying to just put some nagging pressure on us, which we're not really worried about. I don't really want to push this pawn up. Okay, how am I dealing with this? So, I think in an ideal world, we want something like this. Yeah, that seems to be the plan. Because this pawn is a backwards pawn, and what you want to do with backwards pawns is you want to control the square in front of it. Okay, what's he doing? I mean, he's not really threatening anything here. And his best move after that move is probably just to go back. So I'm not going to concern myself too much with it. Now we're going to attack this pawn. And we're going to use the threat of the attack to just slowly improve our position. Our knight, once it gets there, I mean, our opponent is going to waste time trying to get that knight traded because it's just going to be too powerful, and it's just going to be a nagging thorn in White's side. So we're attacking the pawn. Okay, he decides to push it up further, making this bishop even worse than it already was. So we're going to go here. Also, we could just win that pawn, but I think that gives him a bit too much activity, as his rooks are actually very passive. They're kind of staring right into a brick wall right now. Whereas if I take that pawn, then we trade a pair of rooks, he gets the A file, and while that's not really threatening anything at the moment, it's just kind of better to not have to deal with it. Also, he's not really going to have an easy way of defending this pawn anyway, so we want to just use that pressure, maybe take whenever it's more advantageous for us. Okay. Also, we have to keep in mind, if we do much with the bishop right now, we could lose that pawn, which would be a real travesty. Okay. So I think how I want to handle this situation is I want to make his rook as awkward as possible. And I think the way to do that, so I'm going to go here. We don't have to worry about our queen being tied down to the f7 pawn anymore. We're going to just push. Yes, okay. And now we're just going to push again. Now this pawn's going to be a permanent weakness. This is interesting. I don't know what our opponent's really getting at here, but it's definitely making me think. Which we don't have a lot of time to think, actually, so we best get moving. Our knight has served its purpose there, really, so now we can afford to drop it back. Not to the same square, knights on the rim or grim, but we might want to use it as a defending piece upcoming. So I could take with that. I actually like my chances better. Just taking like this. And maybe if he moves this knight, I'm going to try to facilitate a queen trade. Because now I'm just so strategically strong. Okay, we'll just go back. We'll just go back. I shouldn't have moved that knight. Ooh. Because now he gets his rook out, and now I have to deal with all this baloney. Ugh. Should not have done this, but it's okay. I could actually get away with this right now. Do I want to? No. The thing is, once you get to a certain point, you don't know what to do anymore. And that's kind of where I am. Okay, I'm gonna push. I need to get this bishop out at some point. Okay, and now that he's nagged me enough, he's just doing that. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Damn it. I didn't see that move. I'm gonna lose on time here, aren't I? Well, there are worse ways. There's worse things to lose than a pawn, but I'm gonna lose on time. I have not handled this very well. Like, I was handling it very smart, and then like I just completely lost focus. I don't know what got into me. Yeah, we got a trade. We gotta trade and just pray that we're able to figure something out with the time remaining. And it's not gonna be easy. But I'm pretty sure now he might have a forced checkmate sequence. It might not be that bad, but it's getting dangerously close to being that bad. Like, I have to run with my king now. Yeah, I just did not leave myself with enough time for all this. I don't know. Okay, he did not defend that square, and I think that's game. No, not quite. Close to game. We might lose this one. This is one where I actually spent too much time, ironically, which I think I talked about, like, you know, you have to use a lot of time, but also you can't use too much time because that's also quite bad. Okay, he's just letting his clock run down. He resigned? What? Are you serious? I'm about to say GG. I don't know why he resigned. That was hilarious. There is no earth where you should resign that situation where... I don't care how lost you are, if your opponent has 14 seconds on the clock and you have like 30 extra seconds, you never resign. The fuck? Okay. I guess I'm just too intimidating. Okay, let's see this. Okay. Here at the end, he went here, and I went here very quickly. It's a mate in 6, but finding a mate in 6, like, wait, what's the defense? I was considering, let's see. It wants G4. Well, if that's the best move my buddy had, I kind of understand the resignation. As I probably would have very quickly figured out a checkmate in this situation. But you can see that I let the advantage slip. Like, I was winning, just because I was dominating the game. And then I allowed him to, he went back to go forward like this, and it ended up bad. But hey, I won the game anyway. And you see, that is why my rating fluctuates. Because I have games like that where I go from like -11 to like mate in 8, and like I stubbornly fight on. Okay, let's do a D4. We need to cut back on some of the excitement. No, just couldn't take it. No. Okay. So we're playing the Queen's Gambit declined. This is a very interesting thing. This system, I actually don't know what this system is. This is just incorrect. That's what that's telling me. Okay, so this is like a Stonewall, but like the move order's all wrong. So my opponent, what they're going to do... Yeah, this is... They're going to go like this. Which is interesting. Now, because of their game plan, I don't know if this is the most accurate approach in this particular variation. If I knew my opponent was playing the Stonewall, I would have tried to put like this here and this here. Because the outpost on that square is often very good. Okay. I'm just gonna go here. I know this looks like a strange move, and it is a strange move, to be frank. But I think I'm gonna try it out. I don't know what to play against this. That's the thing. Okay. Because I'm already seeing like ideas where this can... Let's castle. Let's have complete faith in our ability to defend. Okay, this is a weakness. For sure. I'm gonna go here. I want to place my bishop on this diagonal. This is a strong bishop. Do I want to take that? It'll dislodge my knight's connection to the F3 square, so I think I'm just gonna... No, I'm not gonna... I can't really kick it off if I'm not willing to move this knight. That's a predicament right there, I'll tell you what. Okay. I'm gonna play this in a weird way. Gonna go here. Okay, what on earth is that move? Think what I might do. So I'm going to play this. To get him to move his knight. His knight's gonna come... Oh! No! His move was brilliant. I didn't see that. Oh. That is... Whew, okay. Wait, but that's incorrect, isn't it? Okay. Nice of my opponent tricking me with the opening. Ha ha ha. Congratulations. We're so smart. Winning a piece. Wow. Okay. We're gonna go here. Not dreading that mate, but you know, we'll make it look like it. We'll scare him a little. Come on, go back. I'm mad at myself for doing that, because that should not have worked like a charm on me. That just shows me that my opponent, they might not be any good at chess, but they know stuff in this line. Either that or got extremely lucky. I'm gonna choose to think that my opponent knew something in the line. Okay, I can't really afford to trade, so I'm just gonna stop the infiltration squares from happening. Okay. My opponent probably can win down a piece, but you never know. I mean, whenever I'm down a piece, not whenever they're down a piece. That's a lot trickier. Okay, I might be screwing myself over in the long run doing such a move, but you know, it's whatever. Yeah, I gotta take now, which sucks because I blundered that piece very early on. Okay, we gotta control the knight's movement over here. We're gonna calmly bring our pieces up, hope for a blunder. Let's attack while we can. We're currently dominating his bishop, which is one of the things that we have going for us. But he has more pieces, so it kind of balances out. We'll go back. He wants to trade with me. I don't want to trade with him, but I also don't know how to stop it. Like, if I don't trade with him here... he's going to get to these pawns, which makes him win the game much faster, so we gotta do this. It's the lesser evil. Let's look on the bright side, okay? I know I'm being pessimistic, but the chances are, if we're able to clear the pawns... If he's not able to win a single pawn, then there is a pretty decent chance he cannot checkmate me with the knight and bishop, and we'll get the 50 move rule dub. Not dub, but, you know, draw. It's just not a win, but hey, it's not a loss. Oh, Zhu Swang. Okay. Okay, we can't take. That's just losing. But I guess we couldn't not take either, because that's also probably losing. So, it is what it is. We're just in a position where we literally can't do anything. If we continue to play on, we lose. If we don't, we lose. Everything loses. We have no entry points. I just have to trick him into repeating the same moves 3 times. That's... Oh my god. Oh, that's another option. He could accidentally stalemate me. Okay. The professional approach is to not even bother taking, but whatever. I have to figure... It's not quite stalemate. I still have 2 squares, yeah. We're hoping for a mistake. I no longer feel like a chess gamer god. I mean, he has mate in 1. Pretty close to it. Okay. Well. He's trolling. Whatever. I get it. It's fun. It's fun whenever we're in a winning position like this to just mess around a little. It's fine. I have so many squares. Holy frick, I have so many squares. I'm not gonna resign. Okay, finally. Okay. I thought I hit rematch and I don't want to play that person again. Okay. Okay, so this person thinks just because I'm like 30 points lower rated, they're too good to play me, and now I'm probably gonna have to play a black game. Okay. Yep. Bad sport. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, my opponent's so fancy. But check. Too fancy for his own good. He's gonna lose the game because of this stupid opening. 1755. He's not gonna resign though, so he's gonna be hit with the good sport regardless of this tactical stupidity at the beginning of the game. Okay. Comfortable 2-pawn advantage turned into 1-pawn advantage very quickly. It's whatever. We don't really need to take and help with his development. That seems a bit... I don't see why I'd do it. Not on this turn anyway. Next turn I might have a different opinion. I might be like, dude, I'm up a pawn. Let's get into the in-game hurry. Woo! Okay. Attacking here. Yeah. Okay. We're not gonna give him any chances. I'm just gonna whittle him down. Take all of his stuff, and then he's gonna be reminded, hey, that guy's up a pawn. Okay, we're gonna go here. Out of the two, I'd probably honestly take the knight. Okay. Fair point, that is pinned. I'm gonna go here. Attack this, attack this. I like being up a pawn. I'm still mad that last game I drew so bad. It was horrible. Okay, now he resigns. No, instead he does that and blunders. It's debatable what... No, it's a blunder. Yeah. That's a blunder. We'll hit you with a good sport, chap. It happens to the best of us. How long have we been going? Been going an hour and 7 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna win a white game for real this time. And we're gonna see... Okay. Oh my god. I hit everybody who doesn't play me because of my rating with the bad sport button. And hey, I've done it before. And I'd hit myself with the bad sport button. People are gonna watch this and be like, this dude only knows how to play the freaking Caro-Kann. Meanwhile, me all the time not playing the Caro-Kann. Okay. Let's see the rating of our opponent. Okay, we're gonna get back to 1700. I swear to you, we will get to 1900 at least once before the end of this month. Okay. The exchange variation, now I'm just completely lost, so I don't know what to do. This looks like weird. Looks like a Queen's Gambit without... But, like, you just took your C-pawn off the board for some reason. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I still want my bishop here. I think there's could be some tricks lurking in the position. Why is everybody opting for this? You know what? Why is this not... Okay. You open me up. You want your light square bishop to go away so bad? You freaking do it to me. Or waste 2 turns threatening to take with the knight. Not doing it. Okay, thank you. Okay, we just have a very solid center. We're good on the light squares. We have 4 pawns on them. Actually 5. Let's go here, attack this point. If he lets me take, that's just devastating. Not necessarily because this would work. But like just losing a center pawn is not the type of pawn we want to be losing. Well, we'll go here. Just develop our pieces. We might want to go here. If you know what, I'm fine playing like a 150 move game where nothing happens and then I win on time. Like, that seems like a fun time for me. Okay, so opponent, if you're listening and that doesn't sound like a fun time for you, like, now's your chance to leave, buddy. Okay, he was threatening mate in 1. Oh, so scary. I mean, mate in 1. Threat was on the board. I mean, you know, basically time to pee-pee in their bumpers, as Petrosian would say. Yeah, I know. Okay. This knight is just a little awkward, though, to be honest. Like, I think it would have been far better if he would have just developed it to e2. Like, this knight is just so misplaced. That being said, do I know for sure that I want to, like, waste my time, like, trying to attack it? No, I think the best way to argue a piece is misplaced is just to ignore it. Be like, this isn't really part of the game. But I mean, okay, view castle like that, I mean, I have to do typical idea of going here, and, you know, I definitely like this for a game. Looks very solid, a bit fun, too. Some counterplay idea may exist, but, you know, once you castle queenside, not much for white here. Okay, let's... I mean, he can move back, though. If he moves back, he just kind of confesses that his idea with that whole knight maneuver is kind of crappy, and he can't easily get it back to where it should be. This should have either been on e2 or f3. Like, I have no idea why the queen's there. It might have started mate, but, like, does that mean anything? Now, the real test here is... whether or not our opponent knows pieces can move backwards, which, who knows. But, like, once it moves backwards, what do I want to do? Usually I want to slide my rook. I want to slide my rook over. So that if I ever drop this bishop back, because it's getting attacked or something, I can be ready to put my queen in front of it. Okay, now he's forcing himself to put his piece on another awkward square. I also know I said I thought about castling queenside, but plans changed, okay? Okay, I think what we do is we go here. If he goes here, let's say I take. He takes my queen. Take his queen. He takes my bishop. Take his bishop. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's 2 pieces for the rook. It's winning. Maybe not the simplest to win, but it's still winning. Yes, okay. We'll see how he wants to handle this. I probably shouldn't have even... I probably should have just went Queen e7 to tempt him into taking it, but whatever. Let's see, where does he want to go? Okay, he goes all the way back. I mean, I understand the idea, but it's just like, meh. I don't know. I like the idea of going... Sort of like the idea of going here, just applying more pressure. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Sort of thought something like this was probably gonna happen. Then, I mean, I just go here. I think I'm very comfortable in this position. I'm trying to think of ways. I'm like, if we could get a knight to there, that would be very good. That doesn't work. Okay, so he wants to go here. Okay. I think I'm just going to back up, attack here, sort of apply semi-pressure there, kind of, not really. Let's see what he does. If he goes here, I mean, we just take, and we're going to be defending our queen whenever we show the discovery. So if he takes back, we just retreat, and then we're up a piece. You know, no asterisks involved, which is nice. So I prefer my winning a piece to not involve asterisks. He decides to go here voluntarily, which I think is a very sus decision, honestly. I don't think it's a very good decision, as I'm just going to ignore the fact that his knight is hanging, not because I forgot, which I most certainly did, but we're going to pretend like it's not because I forgot, but just because, like, this looks so crushing. Okay, let's just take there. This is a pawn I'm not really interested in having. So I'll go here. Because taking that pawn will only help him in the long run. His position is horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna just back up. Attack this pawn. Okay, he defends it, sure. But at what cost? We're just gonna drop all the way back. I'm going to put my pieces like this with the idea to get his... Ooh, okay, that could be even more prosperous for me. Potentially. But I have to be aware of his counterplay. Okay. Going here. We're winning, but I think I should have just took the knight immediately. Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna push this up. If he wants to go into an endgame, and his prize is a pawn to get there, I can be chill with that, honestly. I can be chill. That being said, I want to scare him. Check. Okay. I'm taking this pawn now, but it's different. It's because the king's more exposed. Oh no, my king. Okay. This might not end well for me. Check. Trying to figure this all out in my head. Okay, let's try to crisscross applesauce him. Wish we didn't have a pawn there, but you know, what can you do? I think we're winning, though it is very sus. Okay, this seems like the most likely square to go to. In fact, I think it might be his only square to go to. Which we would have this check in that case. Okay, so here, this check. Where does he go? Check. Where do you go? That's most places should go. I think I just check you from anywhere, and I scoop up a couple pawns. Yeah, so if you go there, which I think I just want to check you. I don't think I'm interested in the pawns. Check. Okay, if I go here, is there a way that he can stop the mate? Yes, he has this check. Oh my god. Okay. So we gotta be a little urgent. Check. Wait, but I thought this was wrong. Check. And then we just checkmate him over here, right? Okay, that was a pretty good game by me, I think. I'm pretty sure it's just mate. Once he... Oh, he goes there. Okay, the game's not over. But now we're defending this square. So we just go up. Okay. And this is just a completely lost in game. In fact, I'm kind of surprised he's playing on. This is where you resign, buddy. Yeah, it's okay. He does that move, really? Okay. So we converted the attack into just a winning in-game. He felt so pressured that he just decided to give us everything we could ever want. That being said, it's not that easy to win. Okay, we're just gonna go over here. We're gonna focus on this side of the board. This is kind of where we're stronger. Just gotta move away from this pawn. Either that or do a nonsense pawn move. So. Okay. There we go. GG. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we had to knock this guy down a peg. He's in the soon-to-be 1600 club, and we got back to the 1700 club, which we gotta get back to the 1800 club, so that's, you know. I think we did pretty well for the day. Let's see, how long did this end up going? This has been like an hour and 27 minutes. Okay. Well, let's just do some analysis of this game real quick. It was a little long. Let's see here. How long was this game? 58 moves, never mind. It wasn't even long at all. Okay. Okay, let's start the review. Okay, we're in the exchange variation. We knew that. We didn't know what it was. Knight c6. Yes, I'm pretty sure I've seen that in analysis before. I just didn't remember. You overlooked a better way to threaten a capture? Let's see. Oh, okay, that's for them. Okay. Retry. Might need a hint on this one. The queen. Oh, okay. Ah, I see, because now if they push up, it's even worse. Okay, I got you. Okay. Good job, you found the free piece. Wait. Okay. Okay. Yes. Then let's see. Okay, it's just us. This is the summary. Yeah, we missed this piece. That was the most unforgivable thing about the game, is that I missed that this was a free piece, but, you know, it happens. But yeah, look at this graph. Look at this graph. Equal to... Boom! Okay. We had a maiden 8 somewhere in here. Let's see, where was that? I want to see this line. I want to see the line. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. I didn't see rerouting the thing. I just got so freaked out once I realized that I missed that Queen E6 could be possible that I was just like, nah, fam, let's just defend that piece. Okay. All makes sense. Anyway, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys did, please make sure to subscribe. I think I'm going to post this one on YouTube under that Magnet Man. And, yeah, give the Caro-Kann a try. Apparently it's very reliable and can get you to 1700. Bye!